And we are live. I should change the thing on Twitch as well. Oh, there's some people streaming Crash 1 already? Nice. Why the hell is this up here? Oh, that's right. Oops. Yo, Pig Farm. Hey, Kraken. Hey, Sackboy. Yo, Rarity. Oh, you're playing Mario Kart World? Nice. عيد مبارك رارتي كل عام وانتم بخير. Actually, hold on. This should be attempt 1 currently. Okay, in the meantime, you guys can hear some of Crash 1's music while I figure out Duck Station. I have the game on, it's just setting the aspect ratio. Put this down. How does the attempts really work? If you die, you restart the whole game? I think that's how it is, yeah. You have to beat as many levels as possible, 100%, without dying once. And if you die, you restart the entire thing from level 1. That's my understanding. Force frame timings. Wait, what? Okay, like usual, we're gonna start around the 10-minute mark. I don't think it's possible like this, is it? Oh. It's already doing it. Game native. Oh no. That's not how this is supposed to be. Global settings. Okay, there we go. I think this is fine. Good luck, Abdul. Thank you to Insanity. Just had the luck to not use any attempts. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I think, again, what you're missing is probably 2 points, because 2 points is also completing the challenge in OG. So you're basically counting the points as if you did N.Sane, which is not, it's not what you did. It's kind of funny that I'm putting the N.Sane remixes, but I'm doing OG. Realistically, I could do like N.Sane, but do I want to? Is the real question. Okay, live split. I'm gonna put live split on, because why not? There we go. Lost City Sunset Vista. That's a unique one. Let's put down live split for now. You saw the added game in the description. Wait. Ah, okay. Nah, I think I just put that for anyone that wants to do N.Sane, I guess. I mean, I can do N.Sane, but is it worth it? You upload back in time custom levels in your channel, it's just the name is familiar. I'll be honest, I had no idea Kraken did that, but I think that's him, yeah. He's the one. Okay, last one, then I'll start. Yeah, Brio is iconic. Alright, that should be it. Let's take the one at the bottom, okay. Bingo. We're good. Okay, I need to make sure the the controller actually works. It does. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's start. So, for those that don't know, TooneySA, he is a very recent Crash tuber. Like, I think he's a year old on the scene. And in his Discord channel, in his Discord server, he does these little challenges called Crash League challenges, and anyone can sign into it. There's a Excel spreadsheet on it, and he does weekly challenges. Hey Nova. Yo Rio. But yeah, he does these challenges every week. The games are randomized, the challenges are placed based on whatever his input is. So he places the attempt number, he places the challenge, and people just have to do it. Alright, 3, 2, 1. We go. I need to lower the volume a bit of the game. It is fairly loud on my end. So I'm playing this with analog rather than D-pad. Oh. There we go. Forgot the radius on Aku in OG is a bit larger than usual. Reading memory card. Reading memory card. It takes a bit on Duck Station. Prefer D-pad? Yeah, same. Hey, Aso. Okay, this one we can't get the gem on. Damn it. I got 2 boxes out of the 3. Rip. I think that's my first time actually succeeding on that. Bum 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 bum. It's gonna be 1 missed box, sadly. Yeah, damn it. Almost. After updated lagging and turning pink, black. Really? Duck Station. This is currently Duck Station for me. I'm playing it completely fine. That's so weird. Have you tried switching between different, like, plugins? Instead of OpenGL, maybe use Vulkan? I don't know, that could be the problem.
What have I got?
Okay, these things have collision in the original game. I remember. God damn it. Not even the Brio tokens, but Cortex tokens you must get. I know. Didn't something happen with Duck Station not too long ago? What happened with Duck Station? I don't know. I'm not familiar with anything. I've started using Duck Station as of last year. I didn't think much of it, because that's what was required for Crash Bash runs to be legitimate, at least, because it's the closest thing to the console. Ah, this soundtrack is so washed and insane. This one, at least. It's kind of funny that NF managed to replicate this wolf howl in Rampage runes. He was stuck in the loading screen in the portal. Really? Duck Station. Interesting, because Jordy did Spyro 1, and he had no issues, unironically. That is so weird. Really, really weird. Alright, that's 2 gems.
What have I got?
Okay, we can't get the gem here. Fan games never fail to impress you. There was a GPL violation and the creator of DuckStation was considering shutting down the emulator. I have never heard of this. Like, this is news to me. What you just mentioned. Alex. Alex, wait. Sorry, that's another Nova. Jared. Uh-oh. This is not as fast as N.Sane recovering. You're only referring to the Tana tokens. Ah, yes.
What have I got?
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a handicap that N.Sane gives you no bonus points, but the bonus rounds are required, and that includes the Brio bonus rounds. Obviously, I'm not going for the bonus rounds in this version because it's not required.
What have I got?
Alright, عيدكم مبارك يا علي. كل عام وانتم بخير. بألف صحة وسلامة. علينا وعلى الجميع. I don't think I have any commands on Twitch, by the way. I think I have Jordy. Exclamation mark Jordy. Yeah, I don't have any commands on, I'm sorry. I should probably. On YouTube though, you can find all the links in the description. Managed to knock down Pinstripe for the first time ever. Nice. Really, really nice. Okay, that's 3 gems. Can't I just speed this up? It takes so long on DuckStation. I can use RetroArch as well, but I feel like DuckStation is a lot closer and more consistent with quality.
What have I got?
With a lot of stuff. Oh. If this was N.Sane, I would make that. Bum, 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 bum. I'll just wait. Mask here. I'm impressed that everyone had issues with Duck Station, with my only issue were from Pieces X2. Huh. Even PCSX2 for me runs very smoothly. Two, three, four. Should have done the Japanese version. I just stick with the English one for consistency. Yeah, APSXC I kind of just stopped using altogether, because it's way too inconsistent. Especially in Bash for me. And unironically in CTR as well. Oh, my neck is killing me. Ah, damn it. I forgot the timing on this one. It is peaceful, isn't it? In OG, it's kind of chaotic. Okay, Ripperoo, one of my least favorite bosses in this game. Mainly because I could never get the timing right with the third phase. Although it's very lenient in OG, N.Sane is very precise with the TNTs. Because they could explode just before he lands and it will hit him. It will damage him, but not an N.Sane. Oh well. Yo, it's the Alex, it's the Stardust Nova. How are you, Alex? I think a lot of people are going to be super confused, saying, why are you playing Crash 1? That's part of the challenge. This week. Whoa. Weird. Okay, I have no fear of dying at this point. Waiting for raid party to fill. I'm good. How's the gaming sessions going? Oh. Vortex gets an honorable mention due to the BS hitboxes and N.Sane. I can't disagree. There we go. What's the count above for the gems? That is the number of attempts. So currently I am on attempt number 1. I should probably not use the keypad for this. It's the Crash 4 death image. Yeah, it's the number of attempts. Basically, my idea of representing the number of deaths. So currently, I'm on attempt number 1, and I haven't died a single time. I had to use something for the number of attempts, so...
What have I got?
Yeah, this challenge requires us to not die a single time, including in the bonus round. Thankfully, we're not doing bonus rounds except for 2. Knowing how the OG game is. There's nothing up there yet. The keys. Yeah, it's only 2 bonus rounds you have to do. I'm deciding not to use that here. There's a crate bridge. That is a very tight jump. Should try the N.Sane version again and finish it for Steam completion. You haven't finished it yet on Steam? Damn. Strange round hitboxes. Well, can't do much to change it. It do be like that. Six gems so far. Gonna stay at 6 because here we need the red gem.
What have I got?
Okay, we can't kill the hogs in this version, sadly. Okay, this is a life. I'm not risking it with these kind of hogs in this game. Is it now Boulder Dash? Boulder Dash. Yeah, I think it goes the same for me. Crash 1 is the least experienced game for me compared to Crash 2 and 3. I don't know, there's just something about Crash 1 that I just don't like, even in N.Sane, no matter what. It's just too oversimplified for its difficulty, which is what makes it difficult, if that makes sense. Like, the gameplay is oversimplified, but that's what makes it difficult. That's right. Can't get the gem here, cause derp. Purple gem. Oh fuck. $18 you missed. Yeah, they removed Stormy Ascent from this game because it was too difficult. Apparently. Which at that point you might as well just add, but not put it for completion. Because they did kind of reprint the game for the Platinum release. The number one enemy of this game, Crash 1, is if you hesitate. That's just how this game is. The only way to play this game is to just not hesitate. You can be patient, but never hesitate. Probably remove this first. The timing in this one specifically is always screwed up in the original game. It's like you have no choice but to just waste a mask. If you go too early. Gotta wait. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. know there's a mask inside that little enclave, but there's no point in getting it. Because otherwise I just stay here without making use of it. Okay, this one screws up with me a lot, so I'm not gonna bother. Invincibility here. Fire hitboxes, OG, are pretty good. Whoops. There we go.
What have I got?
Okay, there we go. Nah. Had to, like, remember the timing for that. There we go.
What have I got?
Oh, I wanted the infinite bunk. Ah, nah. Or actually, maybe. I could have probably made that. Yo, Axel. Yeah, I'm just waiting a bit, just so the timing on the next one can be like that. Or I know I can't go there, you know, glitching it all the way there. It's only possible in N.Sane. Bum bum bum. First did it in N.Sane. Never beat OG. Ah. Well. Darn you, Crash Man. You need Game Shark to access it? Yeah, you need Game Shark. Because the level is still there in the disc. It's just not accessible. They just disabled it. Because it was too late to take it out by that point, so they just disabled it. Did Platinum N.Sane and started Crash for a few days ago. Anything that you would recommend? Play the game normally first. Do not go for 100% on your first go on anything. Play the game, learn the masks, learn the levels, then you can go for the gems, and then you can try and perfect levels. That's my advice since day one, pretty much. Because even I had to, like, understand the game, pretty much. Play the game, learn it, take it easy, don't rush things. Learn the movement because it's widely different than N.Sane Trilogy. And just have fun. Don't worry about getting everything on your first go. If you're stuck not knowing where hidden boxes are, you can look up various guides. That's fine. Because the game is infested with hidden boxes. And I say infested lightly because it's genuinely not that much. Try to take it easy, play the game, have fun with it, do what you can, and that's it. Yo, Sammy. Going for TT World Records? Kind of. I'd rather speedrun than doing time trials. It's not that I completely abandoned it, it's just world records. I'm not really into it that much anymore because honestly, like, for me, it's too much for me. It's really too much for me. I can go for PBs, that's one thing I can go for. And I kind of still am every now and then. My most latest PBs are in Entranced, the GBA game, in 2 levels. I think one of them I probably have the second best time on in. Imagine no death in Crash 406. I mean, that's what hitless is all about. No one has done that yet. It is a category on hitless. Oh, god damn it. Is easy. Death times, it's just a challenge. Some people can do it, some people cannot. I mean, if Wampa Lewis can do it, then honestly anyone can. Wampa Lewis is another Crash tuber. Okay, let's get Whole Hog out of the way. Because honestly, I don't want to revisit this level. What? Damn it. Okay, well, that's why the attempts are there. So, let me just practice this level in the meantime. I think I'm supposed to jump on the right, not the left. Really? Well, that's a rip on my end. And I actually could have had that. Yeah, left side is always unavoidable. It's just instinct, the fact that... the fact that it's just instinct that I always jump on the left. Duo 106, it's all devs hitless. I don't think that's worth it. I know you can't compare CTR to 4, but would you say that dev times are easier or more difficult? I think Crash 4 is more difficult. But probably both are, ironically, maybe just as difficult. I'm just going in again just to practice this dumb jump. Yeah. Well, it's not 73, don't worry. I was stopping the timer. They're harder than Crash 4 in your opinion, really? Okay. What? Oh. Do I not have the select button enabled? Really? Okay, you know what? Let me just restart the game. Or actually set my controller properly. Settings, controller, analog. Touchpad? No, should be this. Yeah, there we go. That was weird. Okay. Back to 0. And this should be number 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oops. I think Crash 4 is slightly more difficult. The problem is, in Crash 4 you can do the dev times without the triple spin, but it's way harder than it needs to be. NF is only more difficult because there's a certain level of mastery that the game straight up does not teach you, and that's U-turning. U-turning is essential for the dev times in NF. You know what, honestly, I'm kind of glad that happened. As early as it did. Because otherwise, if I went back to whole hog way later, that would have likely happened. Not teaching you you're turning and stupid, because no one knew about it at the time. Because at the same time, they didn't really put a tutorial, in-game tutorial for it. They just said, like, advanced mechanics or advanced techniques. I mean, they kind of did, but not really. Top 5 in terms of dev times? Rock blocked, shipping error, toxic tunnels, nitro processing. And off balance. Yeah, so that's the challenge. If I die once, whether in the bonus round or in the normal level, that's an attempt done. That is an attempt done. Ah. Oh, this time I didn't even take the bounce. That's a rip. Yeah, dev times were added way later. They were added like at the end of the game's life cycle. The classic game rather than N.Sane. I just want to do it on the OG because that's the one that gives more points. There's a point system with Tooney and how he sets this up. If you do the original game, you get +2 points automatically for finishing the challenge. Imagine they'd be a lot easier. Maybe, yeah. I mean, you have people struggle with the oxide times. Not an OG, in NF. Even those aren't technically easy, but when you do the dev times, they're nothing. Velo is added like as a whatever kind of challenge. And then the dev times were added soon after. If I did this on OG hardware, it would look better? Maybe. I mean, it would still be crusty. I didn't change anything here. I just amped up the resolution 2 times. I'm not crazy on resolution, but I would like to at least be semi-crispy, which is what it is currently. N.Sane is easier? Yes and no. Yes, because deaths don't really count anymore, except in colored gems. No, because bonus rounds are a requirement with pill-shaped hitboxes. And that doesn't really help. The jumping is also very finicky, especially for a game like Crash 1. I mean, take High Road for example. Between turtles, you can easily jump between them, but in N.Sane, the turtle has to be on the very edge before you bounce on it. If they were to, like, analyze the jumping momentum, High Road was a textbook example whether the jumping was nailed or not, and it wasn't nailed. Because here in Crash 1 OG, you can keep your momentum while jumping off of enemies. That kind of thing just does not exist in N.Sane, and that's what makes it inferior when it comes to jumping. Other than that, N.Sane is cool. It is cool. Problem is, it's these little shortcomings. It doesn't fully hinder the experience, but it does toy with it slightly. It makes it suboptimal. And when it comes to the hitboxes, you learn them. You learn them. It comes with practice. You learn which ones are bullcrap and which ones are not. The input delay and the fact you could slip off platforms if you're close to the edge. That's the main issue, but I'm not sure about input delay. That being said, CTR is a top tier game for me, so it's probably find the dev times in that easier than in the Plats in Crash 4. Even though the Plats in Crash 4 you can do it without the triple spin. Like you can literally just run and occasionally slide spin, and you'll still qualify for platinum. Whoops. Sounds like a 30 FPS issue with Unreal Engine. The problem is, N.Sane was not made in Unreal Engine, it was made in Alchemy. Unreal Engine is Crash 4, and that's smooth as hell. And we can't really fault Alchemy either, because CTR was also made in Alchemy. And then they switched to Unreal. Wait, this is supposed to be 2. Oops. Because I got the one in Boulders. Yeah. Oops. That's my bad. If you want the hog to squeal so much, just keep going left and right. Okay, that's 3. 4 seemed responsive from what I've been playing. Like, if I made any mistakes, it felt like it was me and not the game itself. It's very rarely that it's the game when it comes to Crash 4. Very, very rarely. And the rare part is when you do a slide spin jump off of edges, sometimes, and that's like a very, very big sometimes, It can eat your double jump. You're supposed to. Hey, Doom. What crazy cruise have you bought tickets for this time?
What have I got?
A trip to Canada. That's where I currently am. That's where Crash is born. It's not Australia now anymore, it's Canada. Oh, not again, dude. Fuck's sake. Wanted my mask. Oh, okay. I have one. I thought I had two.
What have I got?
There we go. Oh, come on. Lame. It's like driving a truck on ice. As one comparison. Bum, 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 bum. Case more. Yeah, OG Crash. One of your most disliked levels in Crash 1. It is a very lengthy one. It's a pretty lengthy level. Changes of a run ending increase significant of a run ending. Wait, what? Oh, by the way, Fictionist. Yo, welcome. Increases significantly once you enter Native Fortress and beyond. Approach with caution. You know what? That's true. I mean, I already had one run ended on Whole Hog of all levels. That's all because I didn't jump right instead of left in one of the stupid barbecue hogs. Played regularly, even completed it. Even complete one summer during work's lunch break. Huh. I kind of did that the same with Crash 4. I never really completed it at home, it was always outside. Dev relics and everything. Bum bum bum. Switch player much? Nah. Last time I used my Switch was months ago. I don't really use it that much. I have Mario Kart 8, but besides that, I generally do not use it for much. Oh. And N.Sane Crash 1's first level might do the other ones too. Nice. You prefer accuracy and emulation, how come you're not using 4.3 aspect? Good question. I don't know, I just don't like 4.3 aspect ratios. Even if that's how intended. Even that's like the original game's intention. It's too square. Well, yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to leave, like, empty black space in, like... It's the... So, the big square where the games usually are on my stream, this... I don't want, like, empty black space. I typically don't like it. If I can't do anything with the game and it's always 4x3, mind you, which is rare at this point, it's only for very old games, I just don't use it, really. If it hinders the experience, then yes, I would use 4x3. But otherwise, Crash games, including Crash Bash and all the other games, they doesn't really hinder anything to play at 16:9.
What have I got?
That's so satisfying to do every single time. I'll read the comments in a bit. Let me finish this level. That's 5. You'd need a 4x3, exactly. I would need a 4x3 layout, and then I'd have to like change a lot of things in the stream layout, which I don't really want to do. I'm set with this layout because it's the most consistent and cleanest one I've got yet. And mind you, this layout is like probably version 4, version 3. I've had previous layouts of streams as well, and they were much bigger. This one is more consistent, more clean, more square. 32 by 9. 21 by 9 is so good though. Yeah. Hundred to 9. Oh, that's right. Reading the comment made me miss a box. Bum, bum, bum. 100 by 9, imagine. Yeah, most content is designed for 4 by 3 and 16 by 9. Nowadays, it's mostly 16 by 9. Which has become the major standard. Unless you're into like very ridiculous resolutions, then like you'll start seeing weird aspect ratios. The current layout is more square. I mean, what I meant to say was it's... I don't know, it fits me. It's more rectangular on a lot of things. It fits most games. If something doesn't fit it, I slightly stretch it so it fits. If it's too much, then I keep it how it is, usually. A lot more games are supporting 21 by 9 and higher as it becomes more common in the gaming sphere. Yeah. The problem is that's more power on your graphics card, more power being drawn, and more inconsistencies if you're playing in that aspect ratio. How do you complete it portably then? Remote play? Wait, what do you mean? Wait, complete what remotely? Wait, what? I'm emulating Wrath of Cortex. I use 16 by 9 as well for Wrath of Cortex. But no, Switch I just completed it on the base console. I have a Switch Lite. Good FPS in some games, especially the unoptimized ones, forcing ray tracing down your throat. What games are there that force ray tracing anyway? I don't think any game like that exists. It shouldn't exist, if you ask me. Most common is still 1080p, yeah, 1920 1080p. If that should be like the gold standard. If you're not meeting that requirement, what the fuck are you doing? Like, as an optimizing team, like, or as a game developer, like, what the fuck are you doing if you're not meeting 1080p at the very least? Like, consistent 1080p. Once you meet that, then you've met the general audience. Then you can care for higher resolutions. I don't disagree, by the way, Jared. It's just, the problem is, too many people are still on 1080p hardware. 2K is, like, it feels like it's at the beginning or like halfway point of that becoming the standard. Or maybe it's already the standard. I don't know. Point is, if developers are developing a game, they're making a game, you should at least meet 1080p. Because nowadays, there are 4K monitors that are very cheap, but with some caveats. 2K isn't the standard, no. Works well without requiring. It works well without requiring a $5,000 GPU. You know what? Fair. That's fair. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I held the jump button just in case. Bum 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 bum.
What have I got?
Whoa. Okay.
Pancakes!
Holy shit. Baz, thanks for the raid. How'd your day one Switch 2 experience go? Any games? Likely Mario Kart World. All that matters is hopefully it was fun. Okay. Okay, there we go. You want pancakes? Not in this way. Well, too bad. These are my pancakes. Oh, right, the fire doesn't make you jump here. Nice.
What have I got?
Damn it. Oh. I actually could have made that. Oh no, it's probably just as consistent. What the hell? You got a 4090, you were forced to get a 4K monitor. What? Forced. Define forced. You feel 1080p has too few pixels. I mean, that's just how it is. If you have a large monitor, you'll easily be able to tell that it's 1080p. You're collecting your Switch 2 in about 5 hours, but you won't be playing it much until there's a driver update for your capture card. RIP. That's a rip. Oh wow, I actually made that. N.Sane could never. N.Sane could never. The latest version of Linux broke the capture card driver. RIP. That is a big rip. You got gifted the 4090 but needed the monitor to match that because of the bottleneck thing. Wait. Bottleneck? With a monitor? There's no such thing as a bottleneck with a monitor. Usually it's the CPU only, really? That is weird. I've never heard of a resolution bottleneck. Alright, jump right. Jump right. I jumped right. Okay, I guess jumping right doesn't work. Fluently. I think, whether it's this version or N.Sane, I'm just cursed with this fucking hog level. Every single time. Every single time, dude. Save 3. That made you give up NVIDIA. Huh. And the resolution? I'll be honest, I've never heard of a resolution bottleneck, but I guess tech be teching. Yeah, I died again. Crash 1 is my weakest game anyway. I don't like this game. It's too harsh to say that I don't like Crash 1, but it's my least favorite Crash game, unironically. Compared to any other Crash game. That's why during N.Sane, I've never really speedran it. Wait, that's right. Lives. Pass the guy from the left side and jump to the right. Wait. Oh. Thought my game froze for a second.
What have I got?
Well, yeah, that's what I tried to do just then, but it just never worked. Okay, this is attempt number 4.
What have I got?
Max attempt is 5.
What have I got?
A dash. Yeah, I prefer Crash 3 than Crash 1. Crash 1 is just a weaker game overall. NSD, I thought you meant OG. Oh no, I don't like both versions. Crash 1, whether N.Sane or OG, I just don't like the game. Compared to other Crash games. It's my least favorite Crash game. That's fine. Not meant for everyone, because the game is pretty hard. Never really had issues with Windows or Linux.
What have I got?
I think it just depends on which Linux distro you use for compatibility.
What have I got?
It happened again. One box. Damn it. Oops. God damn it. a hard one, the others are nice. Horrible levels. Nothing can be as horrible as Cold Hard Crash, but the other ones are... they're difficult, but not too difficult. I mean, if we're talking difficulty, Piston It Away is not that difficult. It's its counterpart that's difficult, which is Spaced Out.
What have I got?
NVIDIA doesn't care about gamers anymore. True. Sadly true. They removed hardware physics in the 5000 series? Really? That's dumb. It's the awful backtracking Crash 2 that brings it down. Well, I'll have to disagree on that because backtracking and Piston It Away isn't even that bad. Because you can spin those lasers away. Which is what makes it not difficult. You can spin them. And N.Sane, thanks to the rendering distance and the way the detonator works, the very last box towards the end of the level, Piston It Away, the nitros get it. So you can do the bonus round, you can grab the checkpoint after the bonus round, and then you can go back. You don't need to go all the way for that one box at the end. And then going to the death route, you could just grab the checkpoint and go back. It makes it a shorter trip compared to getting it in OG. Even when speedrunning Crash 2, NST, I did not know about that. It's a neat thing. Backtracking is backtracking no matter what. Backtracking in itself isn't bad, it just depends on how it's done. It's just the nature of old games. Okay, you know what? I feel like I want to speed this up, because this memory card thing is way too long. You didn't know that either? It's not a very known thing. It's only known in the speedrunning aspect. When there's too much sound happening all at once in upstream or up the creek, the stream gets muted. Well, not anymore, because I'm in invincibility. You deleted your old YouTube channel. RIP. When were the cable robots an issue? The crabs? They're a problem only in N.Sane, because their hitbox is complete trash in N.Sane. They're not a problem in OG, they're only a problem in N.Sane. And shockingly, the only enemy in all of N.Sane that has a shitty hitbox are those robot crabs. You're still mixing them. It does happen to the best of us.
What have I got? What have I got?
I don't know how long it's going to take me to re-record games that used to be up on your old channel. Probably a bit. Gonna take a bit. OG and N.Sane are the same, new fan. Well, as a new fan, they're not. Trust me, they're not the same. They're the same games at heart, but mechanically, they're not the same in the slightest. Mechanically and how some things work, they're not the same. Oh, come on, that works. And by mechanically, I mean like, most things do function the same. It's just these little subtle things that are different between both versions. That's what makes it different. And it makes a big difference. It makes a very big difference. It's the same thing with the jet ski in Crash 3. OG, you can U-turn with the D-pad. And when you press down and going a direction, you can sharp turn in OG. That sharp turning does not exist in N.Sane. And that's what makes the jet ski levels very annoying to control.
What have I got?
The problem is they've invited influencers and all these kind of people playing N.Sane early. When it came to bug fixing... When it came to bug fixing in N.Sane, I would have given them that, like, arguably day one. Or at least, like, a week worth of testing. To make sure, like, the completion aspect is intact, all the mechanics are intact. Whatever's missing, especially in Crash 3, is intact. Same thing with Crash 4. Would have given them everything within a week. But, unfortunately, we're here. Yeah, the jet ski is just really, really bad. The bike, you can get used to the bike. But the jet ski, it's just like, you removed a core function. Like, why? Jet ski's fine, bike is atrocious? Wow. The jetpack levels too. The jetpack, you could just use X and O to go forward and back respectively. The OG controls are still there. It's just, again, the game does not tell you. The game doesn't tell you like, hey, you can go forward and backwards with X and O. You can invert the controls in the options. I didn't really invert the controls, I just got used to what the game gave me. I feel controlling Polar and Crash 4 is bad. It's not the same as N.Sane, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's bad. In N.Sane, it's more direct movement. In Crash 4, it feels like you're moving in an arc. I think that's what makes it different. I wouldn't say it's bad, necessarily, though. It's just something you can get used to, really, very quickly. Even the Schnurgle, the alien in Crash Landed. The only problem Crash Landed is the box placement in the last section. That one is very bizarre. these games don't tell you a lot of things. Again, that's the nature of these crash games. Just these games as a whole. These old games, you just figure it out yourself.
What have I got?
It's interesting because it just throws you in a white sheet of paper and you just have to figure things out by yourself. I think that's a good thing, instead of having the game hold your hand so much. Because that's been the butt of the jokes over the years, where there's too much a game gives you just to be able to complete it instead of allowing you, the player, to do it yourself. It just makes you feel stupid. Okay, I did not think that would hit me.
What have I got?
What? Whatever. Bum 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 bum. Talking about the flash boxes or number of boxes. It's not just that. It's just the way they're placed. It's not just the 4 boxes that are placed diagonally. Those ones you can kind of get used to. I'm more so talking about the part after. It's the part where you drop down just before the end, and it's like you have to follow a specific pathway that you can't really know and without trial and error. Because at least in the polar bits, you kind of knew where you were going. In Crash Landed, you have multiple different pathways, which isn't ideal for a riding level. Uh-oh. The right section near the end, pretty much, yeah. It's like you go left for that one crate down there, and then you stay left, and then you jump right to take the vent. I don't know, it feels like it's too complicated for that kind of level. But I can also understand why they put it there. I'd rather use the internet than the game bombarding me with hints. I'm kind of on both sides. Because exploring is the good thing about these kind of games. It leaves you, the player, up in your hands. It leaves it entirely up to you instead of holding your hands so much. And I think that's good game design. It gives you some things to hint at, but it doesn't give you too much. It leaves you to figure it out yourself. Jump off screen death. Jump on another boxes? A feel like that mostly only applies to the GPA games.
What have I got?
Rather than anything Crash 4 related, or even the OG trilogy. Barely play the GPA games. Well, there's a lot of there's quite a few moments where it's pretty cryptic. It's like maybe there's something down there, maybe there isn't. And it's basically leap of faiths. Something none of the games, even Crash 4, does. Series needs to attract new fans, and shit like that will put many people off. The thing is, it didn't put many people off. And even if it did, it's like what? 1%? That's nothing. People want to enjoy a game. They don't enjoy it for completion. When people buy a game, their first goal is not completion. And Crash 4 fulfills that. When it comes to the experience they're looking for. They just want a game that they're able to pick up, play, and just keep on playing. That's the nature of the game. And if it's doing that for them, then it basically succeeded in what it's trying to do. You also have trophy hunters. I've seen countless, and I mean freaking countless trophy hunters complete Crash 4. I don't just mean like the game. No, I mean like 106%. They straight up fucking complete the game. Through trial and error. And they actually do it. They go for it. So many trophy hunters have actually played the game and completed it. I've watched them so much. Like, it's nothing to scoff at. We can say the percentage is very low on PlayStation or whatever, but no. These people do in fact complete the game. And all of their motto is play the game first, do what you can, and then revisit things later. That's pretty much every single video that they do. They always say that. And then they actually do it. The hardest platinum for me was NF. Really? NF? Feels like it's nothing. It's a nothing kind of platinum. It's more beginner friendly. And the thing is, Crash 4 is beginner friendly. It's just the more you play, the less beginner friendly it feels. It pulls you in slowly. Halfway to the game, you're learning different things. That's where the complication starts. That's where the difficulty rises. And these kind of games, that's Crash. And it reflects in each dimension, in each world. You start with an easy level, then a medium level, then a difficult level. I think the perfect dimension to describe that would be Salty Wharf. You have Booty Calls, you have Hook, Line, and Sinker, and you have Jetty. Jetty's the hardest one of them. Hook, Line, and Sinker with Tana, it's okay. It's not too difficult. Booty Calls, very easy. Very, very easy. It's so straightforward. It's the same thing with what is it? The Tranquility Falls with Give It a Spin and all the other levels. Give It a Spin, it's basically a tutorial level on how to use the spinning mask. Dragging on is how you maneuver with it, and then off balance is the difficult one. And it's the same exact theme across the game. Easy, medium, hard. Easy, medium, hard. Nitro processing, as much as we like to dunk on Cortex Island, the last dimension, nitro processing is the easy one out of them. Toxic Tunnels is excruciating, and then Cortex Castle speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. You suck at kart racing. Okay. That makes more sense. Things like the modern mode and time's a good example of that. Cortex Island though, never mind, you're talking about it now. Cortex Castle, the level you love. And that's the difficulty aspect. It's a slope. It's a difficulty slope. Easy, medium, hard. Easy, medium, hard. That's every single level in Crash 4. Every dimension. You start with an easy one, then the game challenges you with another one, and then it ends off with a hard one. Bermugula's Orbit. Out for launch. Easy. Stowing away. Slightly less easy. And then Crash Landed speaks for itself. Okay. I had a feeling that I would not make that. Bum, bum, bum. I'll just get this, because why not? Oh, wait. Bum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Unironically, if I did this on the first attempt, I would have been done by now. At least I probably would have been on Cortex. No. It's kind of weird that the fire pits don't make you jump like other things that hurt you. Oh, well, there's the jump, but it's from the bats. It's kind of funny that I can easily do this level, but I can't do fucking whole hog. Bonk. What's your favorite Crash 4 level next to Offbeat? Also, even when I disagree, I will admit your points about Crash 4 are still very valid. The thing is, when I disagree with someone, my... Hold on 1 second. My purpose is to not, like, invalidate someone or make fun of them. It's like, haha, you're wrong. No, it's like, I disagree. Here's the reasons why. I agree. And here are the reasons why. I don't dog on someone because I disagree with them. Valid or invalid, it's someone's experience. I'm not going to invalidate someone's experience. I can invalidate their points. I'm not going to invalidate their experience. Because in the end, that's how they want to see it, or that's how they want to play. But if I can make it easier for them in any way to help them even invalidate their own points for themselves. Because in the end, you want to prove it to them, right? Then you prove it to them. You don't just make fun of them or point at them. And that's a big distinguishment between different people. Because I find my approach a lot more respectable. It's less annoying on both of us. On both parties and all parties. It's just better that way. Rather than hurting our heads, pointing left and right, it's like, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong. It's like, nah. No one has the time for that kind of childish back and forth play. Because in the end, we're all in it together. That's the important part. We can get pissy left and right, but in the end, nothing's personal. Any whole hogs in chat. The hitboxes on the hog levels are a bit funny. You know the funny part? It sucks on both N.Sane and OG. And the ironic part, OG sucks on Hog Wild. Here, it sucks on Whole Hog. The dynamic is funny, because it's switched on both levels. Crash into tomorrow in Summerfest? No. I would not say there's anything at Summer Game Fest for Crash. I would bet more on Spyro than Crash this time around. Wait. I forgot it wasn't that one. Growing up, I never liked this level. Fuck, dude. I thought it was that one. No, it turned out to be this one. Oh my god, dude. I'm so sick of this level. I am so sick of this level. Fucking hell, dude. Okay, final attempt. God, I hate this level. Did not like it growing up. I don't like it now. And of course, the second fucking attempt, I do it. The second life, I do it, but not this one. You know what? Whether I do it or not in this attempt, it's whatever.
What have I got?
I will gladly accept my 7 points. 9 points, actually. Hey, Nationverse. Thank you for that, keep it up. No problem, Dash. Good vibes are usually the go-to for streams. Because if you don't have good vibes, who the hell's gonna watch you? Bum 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 bum. That's another 30 minutes being wasted. Dude, I genuinely thought it was that one.
What have I got?
I forgot it was the very next one. How does it feel to have beef with the hog? You know what? Good question. Good question.
What have I got?
Oh, come on. It was pretty close, yeah. Dude, I jumped on the second one, not the one after the native. Fuck.
What have I got?
If you guys didn't know already, you can tell that I don't care for Crash 1. Still a solid game, but I would not place it anywhere in my top list. Even in N.Sane. Even in N.Sane.
What have I got?
I think my best time 100%ing this game is around an hour and 54 minutes. And that was maybe 10 years ago. N.Sane on Switch 2 has some compatibility issues with some users. Well, that's not a shocker. They probably have to update it, but who do they have to update it? I wonder. They have no one, sadly. Or actually, no, I think TFB could probably, because they're the ones that ported N.Sane to Switch. They could easily fix that, or update it, so it works on Switch too, if they're assigned to it, at least. Bum 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 bum. They might as well make the game 60 or 120. Maybe, maybe. Because it's just compatibility issues. I don't think they would like update the game itself to 60 frames just for Switch. Because then they'll have to do it for Xbox and PlayStation.
What have I got?
And TFB aren't the ones that did those. They only did the Switch version. So the minimum they would probably do is just to get it working on Switch 2. Which I think it's a more Xbox kind of work. Because we've known that Xbox actually likes working with Nintendo. And I don't think they'd shy away from fixing that themselves, rather than like Toys for Bob or whoever at Activision. It's technically as powerful as a PS4. And they can... Thing is, with the Switch version of N.Sane specifically, they've changed quite a bit. Even with Crash 4, like the graphics and a lot of things. It's way less detailed, which I think it could help them support 60 frames, but will they do it? Probably not. They'd probably just get it working and that's it. At least he came back for CTR, yeah. Pinstripes, fine. Of course, Activision have to get in the way. Wait, get in the way of what?
What have I got?
Fixing the Switch 2 compatibility. Again, I don't think Activision would get in the way, because it would be entirely up to Toys for Bob and Xbox at this point if they want to do it. I think Xbox are going to do it. I think they are going to do it. Because if they can just give Nintendo Banjo, then surely they can address a game not working on their next-gen console.
What have I got?
Okay, this time I'm probably gonna leave Whole Hog as the very last level I do, because having to repeat that over and over and over and over and over again, nah. Isn't Microsoft giving up on Xbox? Who said that? Those are all just weird-ass rumors. No, they didn't say anything. They're still working on next-generation hardware. Now, their practices are something else. Their practices have not been good when it comes to things being digital and physical. The problem with Xbox is they don't have the proper infrastructure ready to support an all-streaming service. It's just not feasible currently in our current world. It's just not possible. It's just a Dark Souls boss fight. Game streaming is just a bad idea. It is. It's especially bad for Australians, like... For me, it doesn't even exist. Neither on PlayStation or Xbox. It just does not exist here. And the funny part is, I live in a city where it's basically futuristic almost, whether it's Abu Dhabi or Dubai. We have the infrastructure. But Xbox does not see any value in doing that here, and neither does PlayStation, even though PlayStation here is more valuable than Xbox. In the Middle East. Oh. Our internet's dog shit. You can stream at 1440p at 30 to 50k bitrate. Just fine on your Australian connection. 1000 to 400. I'm with Leaptel. I'm guessing that's a new ISP. Not so much video streaming. Also, not every Aussie has FTTP. Some are stuck with FTTN and even wireless. Oof. That's a big oof. It's possible as long as Xbox and Nintendo get along, and they do. They do get along. Way more than PlayStation, I'll tell you that. They get along very well compared to PlayStation. I mean, they have an entire ad campaign working together to bring games, like, between each other's consoles. Primarily Xbox doing that than Nintendo. $165 for this connection, and that connection would be like 80 in the US. When it becomes available. Nice. You can have the best connection in the world, but game streaming would still be a bad idea. It's the ping, which leads to how soon you get to see the content, which leads to input delay. Yeah, it's just the nature of the way things are currently. The infrastructure just simply does not allow for it, no matter what speeds you have. And we are kind of getting there, where speeds are becoming increasingly, like, reliant. When it comes to data streaming, it's becoming increasingly reliant. It's still not there yet, but it is being worked on. Damn it. They're expected to be released somewhere around September. There will probably be a price decrease for planned speeds as well. I did see the state of play, yeah. I saw they're gonna add new levels to Astrobot, which is cool. Pretty cool. The whole game without dying. I can do it. It's just whole hog. That I will likely leave for last. I will very likely leave for last. It's not really worth it anymore to do. I think I get 1 millisecond Adelaide. Earth 20. The thing is, we're talking about game streaming as games. We're not talking about, like, streaming to other people. We're talking about playing games through streaming. That would suck for regions like Australia, because by then, for Australia specifically, you'd have to have a server there that also houses these games. Just to be able to satisfy the Australian populace. And it's the same thing with Europe and the Middle East and Asia. It's kind of like how League of Legends is set. Each server is its own thing, but the problem is, with game streaming, you're housing different games, and it depends on the users, right? So you kind of need to have the infrastructure to support that. We need various servers housing the same games, and there are a limited number of games, but you can have unlimited storage. So I think it can work. I think that way it could work. But I'm not a big tech corpo, so I can't do anything. Still plays a part. It does. But you wouldn't want 100 ping, or 150 ping, or 200, or 300 from another server just to play video games through streaming. That's the big problem with game streaming right now. Let's say game streaming for me is available, but I can only do it from Europe. Me living here, I'm always gonna get 120 ping, 130 ping. And that's a very significant delay. Imagine playing platformers or shooters with that kind of delay. It just doesn't make sense. Just does not make sense. CTR, imagine playing that with over 100 ping. It just wouldn't work. Right now with League, they actually opened up a Middle Eastern server last year. And I average 14 to 20 ping. And that's incredible. Like, all my inputs register properly, because before that, I used to play on the North American servers. My average was around 270 to 300 ping. 260 if I'm lucky. Transferring to Europe, it got reduced to 130, 110 if I'm lucky.
What have I got?
Ah, crap. I'll just wait for this. And now, fast forwarding to the Middle Eastern server, I average between 14 and 20 ping. When the server is hosted in your region, it makes a very big difference. Whatever the input delay is on Bluetooth controllers, that's pretty much, I think, what the delay is when it comes to regional servers. It's a challenge that Xbox is trying to do. It's not an easy thing to do, but once they get it, it's gonna make things like Game Pass and game streaming significantly better. If they want to, you know, go for that kind of future, which is what they're doing, but they're not there yet with the way the world is. Because they need to do a lot more. Cloud streaming, even at 40 plus ping, it's still not good. That's about 40 ms in input delay, yeah. That's what we're mostly referring to. Game streaming through the cloud. Entirely reliant on your own internet connection. You get like 230 from the Netherlands. That's a challenge. I get 117. And playing games with that kind of connection? Nah. No. Just does not work when you're streaming games to yourself.
What have I got?
Is it just me, or has the game gone louder slightly? 16.7 latency at 60 frames. I think mine is 1. I think that's what mine is. It's 1 ping. 1 ping of input delay, which is nothing. Nice, the boulder is silent. Except when it smashes the ground. Okay, it's gonna look like a 21 box end instead of 18. Oh, fuck. In case no one knows this, spinning in OG Crash 1 and only in OG Crash 1 makes you go faster, and it's a lot faster when you're zigzagging, which is a mechanic only in the trilogy. The 1MS is something else, gotcha. Well, I did not know that, but it's so low that it's just not noticeable. Hey, Jaden. How many fan games left? 4. And there are some things in Infinite that I've found. So I may do another stream of just Infinite. Just kind of like trying to 100% it in its current iteration. The fan game streams are gonna end soon. It's either next week or the week after. Well, this week. I mean, it's either this week or next week. I said next week, right? No, it's tomorrow, like upcoming Friday. Tomorrow is Eid though, so I kind of have to slightly reschedule the stream. It might be slightly later than usual, which is probably nothing new, because I've been doing that the past 2 weeks. If you check your FPS with a program like RTSS or Mango HUD, you would see 60 FPS. Oh, it even tells you the delay. Okay. Nice. I do have Riva Tuner. I was thinking of the name because RTSS. Yeah, I do have Riva Tuner. I think the delay, I never really have it enabled for on-screen displays. Okay. Give me 1 second. Mango HUD is for Linux. That's a lot like RTSS, gotcha. You enjoy the fan game streams, but you also like Crash 4 hitless. Oof. Well, that's what we're gonna return to soon, and by soon, probably in like 2 weeks.
What have I got?
I mean, the fan games will still continue. It just depends on the updating, how frequent they're updated. I know Infinite is frequently updated. Advance, as of yesterday, I think, or probably like Sunday, Adam told me that it's resuming development, so that's good. Back in Time is still in development also. They want to make it a fully fledged game, which is 1.0 pretty much. So until that happens, we have 3 fan games still in development. 4, actually, because Lowotan's gonna make a 3rd game to make his own Lowotan trilogy. Especially if their body size, making your brain almost rot. I mean, yeah, those are fan games. You're gonna expect them to be janky. Some of them are really solid, though. But that's just the nature of fan games. They're not meant to be super omega 100% clean. Some of them are, though. They are that status, where they're really clean. Roboticized, however, is not clean. I hate it. I hate it. The movement is just too much. It is too much on the fingers, especially when you don't have controller support. Because playing that on a keyboard is a nightmare. No retro hijinks. Nope. Nope. I am not going close to that game. Never. I will not support that game. I will not be supporting that game. That guy's game does not deserve any shade of light from me. Or anyone. And that one is arguably the jankiest fan game you could possibly imagine. Used to use Joy 2 key on Windows. Well, I have a DualSense Edge and I'm using DS4 Windows. It is compatible with it. So, and it works. Never have problems with it, so I just don't change it when I want to play games on PC with controller. If it's working for me, I'm not going to bother changing it. To use a controller for keyboard-only games. Ah. Yeah, I think that works too. Yeah, Joy to Key is useful in that regard. I remember actually researching about it a few weeks ago. But I didn't really get around using it, so I just opted for keyboard usage in some of these fan games. Yeah, I've seen Lowotan's video. I've seen that one Spanish video talking about it also. More so talking about the person as well. I've seen everything regarding him and his fan game. I'm never gonna touch it. No matter how much he likes sucking his own game, I'm never gonna touch it. If he wants to glaze it, by all means. Also, what the hell? Nice.
What have I got? What have I got?
Ah, yes, this Brio bonus round. It's the most annoying one in N.Sane. I remember this one. It's the stupid box jumping one. I know I could just jump down, but I'm not bothered. Are you winning, son? Maybe, David, maybe. I'm on attempt 5, which is my final attempt on this challenge. And so far my best has been 7. And Whole Hog has been the death of me on every single attempt. Sadly. No tokens. 0 token heavy machinery. He keeps derping up on the last hog level. So stream is about to end. Maybe. Early 2026, you're releasing a demo of your fan. Oh yeah, well, make it 5, I guess. I forgot you were also making a fan game to Insanity. Easy way to focus on the letters O and N when you're going on the right, on the highest line of crates. Yes. Soundtrack ranking video you made 3 years ago is still one of the coolest videos I've seen from Crash community, along with 202 Plats video of Caddy. You know, when it comes to the Platinum Relics, I'm kind of wanting to make a stream series where I basically collect every single Platinum across every single game. Different versions or not, I'm gonna do it all. So something like Crash 3, I'm gonna count them both as different versions between N.Sane and OG. Nitro Kart, every version. I kind of want to do that, but I have to track how many Platinum Relics there are. Also, what am I doing? I do need the blue gem, right? In N.Sane, you don't need the blue gem because you can make it with the spin jump. It is possible. There's also another trick, but it's not worth it. It ain't worth it. I always like doing that. Time to leave. Oh shit, David's here. Time to leave. Your Final Fantasy 14 raid party filled. Nice. Wall trick here too, but nah. Because I'm on attempt 5, this is my final attempt, so it's not worth doing. Some of the boxes are somewhat tough to reach in the relic challenges. Yeah. That's Nitro Kart. Can't change it. Bum 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 bum. No tokens. Bum 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 bum. Probably the most unique level in the whole game. You just don't have levels like these anymore. Okay. Bum 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 bum. No. Damn it. Gonna enter toxic waste now with a single mask. Okay, I wanted to make sure that both of them blew up. I remember David and I did a fun speedrun of Nitro Kart years ago. At least it's Tana and not another Bandicoot. The trick here too, but nah. It is a pretty unique level, yeah. Gen room. Bum 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 bum.
What have I got?
Okay, just so I don't get the last one on accident, I'm gonna spin that one away. Tana's won. I think he means the trophy squad from CTR. Big Farm here is a big fan of Liz. Do you spawn with masks on Pinstripe? I think you do on every boss. Yeah. Yeah, at the beginning, you can spin him 3 times. Your man is here. Too bad this isn't CTR. I think it would be kind of cool having Pinstripe gameplay, because they kind of nailed the Dingo gameplay, so it's like it's kind of the same, just like tweak it slightly and then you have Pinstripe playable. Okay, spinning that away. Yeah, that turtle is always like a trap. Because you'll land... The fuck? Nice. You'll always land on that turtle, and it's like a misperceived jump, almost. Instead of having a bounce, you're just gonna die. Walking off. Technically, Brio has 9. If you count his Hulk form. Or 10, rather. Yeah, they did. Tree Bend. They did not really look into too much with the momentum on the jump. It makes levels like the high road pretty hard. Because otherwise, every other level's fine, for the most part. Even slippery climb is fine. Okay, slippery climb is my least liked level in the whole game. Need to focus a bit. Because this level always gives me the creeps when it comes to speed runs. Or just whenever I play the level, pretty much. Oh. Shout out to N.Sane. You're able to bump your head on that platform above you. And it will send you down, messing up your momentum when jumping. The only checkpoint in the whole level, right there. And these have very finicky movements because of that stupid ball in the middle. Okay. I know that lab assistant almost throws that in the same exact spot. And I'm dead. GG's. GG's. 11 gems. So that's 13 points, so it's whatever. GG's. It's this and whole hog that costed me everything. So, GG's. Alright, hopefully Crash 1 never is brought up again. Unless in a challenge of time trials. Alright, that's it for me. I'll see you guys later. Either tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow, a bit later than usual. I'll see you when I come back home tomorrow. Alright, that's 13 points. Not bad. Better than nothing. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching. And good night.